We think that this is going to be a good spot to put the mint for the reason that they actually crawl, and most of the time you have to keep them in pots to keep them from crawling. But this space is maybe about, I don't know, 30 by 20 or something like that. So if we can get that mint to cover this whole space, just think of this is the carports and the windows and the door, and we can actually open up our doors, open up our windows, and if we can get that mint to fill in this area, just think of on those breezy days how the aroma and the fragrance all because of this one plant. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna plant that in the ground. Hopefully it takes over to get rid of these grasses that we have and these weeds. Okay, so welcome to Louisiana Gardening Family. Today is another episode of our garden chat. Now, like I said, we don't really give much information on gardening or how to garden. We just go through doing a couple of chores, talking about a few things. Just in general, a nice little quick talk, week by week, letting you know how things are going in the garden and how things are going pretty much on the property. We've just planted our cassava cuttings today, which is Wednesday, Thursday of this week, March the 6th, right? I don't know why I keep saying February every time. So today we're just planning out this. We're planning out this mint. Now, yesterday was able to, Beverly's in this, or Beverly saw this post on Facebook about going to Walmart and getting some underwear, girls underwear, shorts, things like socks, things like that. And it made me think about what I could talk about today. And it's looking for the deals. It's like gardening on the cheap. So let me let you see a snippet of that, just a little snippet of that, to show you where I got the motivation for today's episode. And have more kids and still manage to survive. So that's some little tights, like 50 cents.
Good deal, good deal.
All right, let's roll. See y'all later. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and God bless you.
All right. So that got me thinking about us and gardening on the cheap. Gardening doesn't have to be very expensive. As I talked about in my gardening planning videos, like in Replanting Our Raised Bed and Gardening 101, that with seeds are so much cheaper than buying transplants from your nursery. So if you got the time and want to put in more energy, and not that much more energy, just wait a little longer, that you can actually save a lot of money. So with us saving money on those things like that for the kids, it got me to thinking about when should we buy our garden supplies, things like that. And people always wait till the spring to ask, what kind of fertilizer should we use? What kind of potting mix should we use? What kind of, just for everything, like even for our trees. If you wait until between Thanksgiving and Christmas, that season there, the stores are actually trying to make room for their Christmas things, right? Because they got so much Thanksgiving stuff still on the shelf, and they're trying to get that Christmas stuff in, especially Walmart, that they're gonna put a lot of this other stuff that they don't really want and it's not time or season for, which is your garden supplies. They're gonna discount that stuff 80 to 90%. So if you can afford to wait, like I say, especially for those people that with the container gardens that kind of have that spent soil, or your soil is not doing like it used to or producing, then all you got to do is wait a few months, and like I say, you can stock up and you can have one heck of a container garden for 90% of the price. So when you go to the stores, and you don't have to wait to get that cheap soil. I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but we've all done it. I've done it. The $2 bags on regular price. You don't have to get that. You can wait until Thanksgiving, around that fall time, Christmas, Wait until those $7 bags, those $9 bags go to $2. Then you're winning, because you can still plant your fall garden, you know. So what we did last year was, if you saw our cauliflower with Bev when she did the cauliflower video, that was from those dollar a bag soils, and they did pretty good. So if we can last for a year with that soil, then when Thanksgiving, Christmas season comes around this year, we're gonna go out and do the same thing. But this time we're gonna take you with us. We wasn't thinking about it last year, but that way we'll try to put a video on as soon as we get the soil, so it'll be within a day or so of us getting the soils. That way you'll know when you see our video that you can go out to Family Dollar, Dollar Store, or Walmart, and we'll kind of show you where to go, how to look, how to find it, some of the easier ways to find which Walmart has it. You may have some, like here in the area where we live, we have like 6 Walmarts. It's not all close together, but they're close enough to where during the day you actually can make a day of going to 3 or 4 of the Walmarts. They're just that close. Gonna be around for years and years to come. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you've subscribed and you don't get every video and you're wondering why, go ahead and find that bell. I'm gonna find me a bell to show y'all, right? So find that bell. It's called a notification bell. So make sure that you get notified when we're releasing our videos, which is gonna be maybe about twice a week. I think we're up to about twice a week. So that's good. Even though we have hectic schedules and kids all over the place, that we're still able to give this kind of content to you all. The cold has kind of got to us. Now, you know, I'll tell you, I'll be the first to admit, I was born in May. I don't do cold weather. So anytime you see me bundled up and it's not really that cold, just know that I usually put on a lot of clothes when it gets chilly. So thank y'all for watching this video, man, and women, guys alike. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sharing with us. Thank y'all for joining with us in our little adventure that we call life. God bless. I didn't get any questions from my last garden chat video, and everything that I actually got a comment on, I did reply back to the comment. And like I said, it's not really a garden tour video either, but that was one of the things I really wanted to address as we're walking, is that buy your garden equipment between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Wait on it, buy up in bulk. You can store those things up, especially for people that love to do your pot gardens and container gardens. You're gonna love that. If you haven't seen, if you're used to buying $6, $7 bags of potting mix, you wait until between Thanksgiving and Christmas and you're gonna find potting mix for $2. We're starting to get some growth, and this is a tart kumquat. This is the only citrus tree, or actually the first citrus tree that actually started showing signs of life and putting off extra flowers. And we'll have to trim here. You can see where it's dead, which is good. But I want to show you something. This is, before the chickens tore it up, this is the comfrey plant. I saw a lady on YouTube maybe about a year or so ago, and she said by every fruit tree she had a comfrey plant. Now I actually planted these from seed, which now you can propagate them, because now I have 1, 2, 3, and I can actually start moving them around. But only the seed came up by this tree and by my plum tree, so I'll show you that. which the chickens have gotten over here as well. But this is how the leaves this is how the leaves actually look, but they went to town on them. Some nice purple little hanging flowers. I mean, a pretty plant. But what got me was this tree, and it's Santa Rosa plum. This tree and that citrus tree is the only tree to have any leaves on it to come out of the snow that we had. Everything else looks like to be that it won't make it. And we do have this plum. It went through anything. I mean, this is something we had from seed, and it's still that. I think they don't like heat because I had some to die in the heat, but it seems like they're good with the cold. But here we got a satsuma. Looks like it's not gonna make it. Here we have a tangerine. Looks like it's not gonna make it. Here we have a thornless key lime. A guy told me when I planted this that it was in the wrong spot, but I went and tried to plant it anyway because I said, well, let's see. And I guess I was proven wrong because it actually lost its leaves before the winter even came. Here's another satsuma. Here was a blood orange. I mean, and these things were so beautiful. Moro blood orange. They were so beautiful. We got so much fruit from this. This is one of our tart kumquats. I like this one more than the sweet kumquat, but it hasn't started putting off any leaves as of yet. I did give it one round of fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. And here's a sweet orange, and it doesn't look like it's gonna do much either. I think that comfrey plant is actually what made the difference. This little small citrus tree bound by that one comfrey plant at the root. And I know it's a nitrogen fixing plant, and I'm thinking I would never plant another tree. When I plant comfrey, if it doesn't come up, I'm gonna have to start some comfrey plants in pots to make them come up.